touch on this, but I want to know, what do you guys feel about abortion?
I don't like the fact that men have the right to say what a woman should do with her body. So I'm going to start there. And I can see this being in a place like Mississippi, because Mississippi probably, you know, they still buy outhouses in the backyard probably.
Not everywhere, not the coast, and not Hattiesburg and other places.
You know what I'm saying. It's
just like Georgia and
like any other
Carolina.
It's a city, then it's
Tennessee,
a county.
Kentucky.
You get what I'm saying, though. So their views are very conservative.
Yeah, it is.
So I can see them having something like this, but I don't think it's right.
Yeah.
In my opinion, women should have the right to do what they want with their bodies. But when are we going to stand up and know that, you know, after 15 weeks, if you haven't decided to get an abortion, like, and you wait after 15 weeks, like, it is at some point it's a whole baby in there. You know, I understand that it starts off with a blood clot. Now, I'm not here to bash a woman, because you got to do what you got to do when you got to do it. But you may need to do it a little earlier before it actually start growing into something.
Months. Yeah, like, 5 months.
But it's a whole baby. Like, it started like at 2 months, it started forming into
4 months.
Well, I know at 2 months, I had a miscarriage at 2 months, and when it came out, it looked like a miniature baby. You know, a little alien, but you could see his head and you see his eyes. You could see it forming.
Yeah.
So even at 8 weeks, you know, you got something in you that I feel like, okay, you should make the decision earlier. Like, unless it was a medical decision.
Okay.
Or like you said, you was raped, or it was, you found out you was pregnant by your long lost brother, cousin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You decide to make the decision. Yeah. But I really feel like the decision should be made before 15 weeks. If you're going to terminate the pregnancy, the decision, so yeah, I guess they are my conservative people. And I'm guilty. Like, I have had 4 pregnancies, guys. And, you know, I always share my story. My first pregnancy was a miscarriage. Then I had my son, which is 15 now. He's taller than me. My third pregnancy was a termination. Me and the guy decided to terminate. He was going to get married, and I didn't know he was going to get married. So he, you know, me and him had been messing around for like a year and a half. And when I told him I was pregnant, he was like, well, I'm engaged.
What?
To get married. And they did. They moved to Florida. They had 2 more kids and everything. And it was a hurting feeling. But like, when he told me what he wanted, like, but I didn't wait until after 15 weeks to have this done. So I feel like the woman should have the right to make it, but it's like it should be a cutoff. Like, if you're going to have an abortion, have it in a time where it's not a full child in there, because at some point after so many weeks, it is a live person in there.
But do you feel like when you have, even if 15
it's
weeks,
a heartbeat.
what if they're 15 years old? Then what's...
And she didn't tell me, and now my child, like...
And what she didn't tell her parents, because, you know...
She's going to have it.
I'm going to say that, because we have to move on, because we do have a lovely guest coming on. I'm going to say this. For me, I am not here to tell women what to do with their body. However,
5 months.
After 15 weeks, you don't know if you want to keep the baby. I mean, but again, that's your body. But what I don't agree with, people using abortion like...
birth control.
True.
I agree with
now,
that.
Now, I think after your third abortion, you need to go sit down with a psychologist, a psychiatrist, and see what the hell going on. Because something ain't clicking up here.
You need a doctor, and it's going to get that thing cut on.
And
unless it makes sense for you to get the abortion, then I'm here for it. But you just get... I know somebody who had 8 abortions. It's like, that's a lot.
Yeah. I never... And then when I went through that, I said I'd never do it again. So when I did get pregnant with my last, and I was like, I got to have it, because I told God, I owe God one.
Yeah.
And, you know, I still to this day, I think about that child, and I'll be like, oh my God, my child will be like such and such an amount of age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it really does something to you. And for someone to continue to want to do that, it's like they have no remorse whatsoever, because you lose a part of yourself when that happens. And it's not, it don't feel good.
Yeah.
It don't feel
that's
good.
what all I have for good old Google News, you guys. All right.